Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. Can I talk to you a little bit about Warren Buffett? Most of you know, and I've mentioned it in previous Meaningful Mondays, that I had the opportunity several years ago. A very small group of us had the opportunity to sit down and have dinner with Warren Buffett. And of course, we had bombarded him with questions, and one of the questions was, what does he attribute his success to? Well, he said three things, and I've told you this before, but just to kind of review, he said, number one, I can see things, I can see opportunities that I don't understand why other people can't see them. I can walk into a business and see opportunities that other people can't see. Number two, he said, was that I'm a cheerleader. And by that he meant that he cheers leaders on. At that time, of the 62 companies that he had acquired, all but 2 of them had the original leadership in place. In other words, he was a cheerleader. He knew how to get the best out of those leaders and create an environment where they could grow and they could continue to do the best that they could do. And number 3, he said, was I was born in America. Well, you know, Dan Sullivan has a quote. He says, simplify to multiply. I've been around the financial services industry for many, many, many years. Although I'm not immersed in it as my main activity, I still am quite familiar with it. And taking Dan's advice to simplify so you can multiply, I listen to everything that Warren Buffett says. And that's, when you listen to him, he truly simplifies to multiply. So let me share with you 6 quotes related to your finances, how to be financially secure, that I think would be worthy to give to any member of my family, to any of your children, to any of your people, anybody that says, can you give me some good financial advice? Here's 6 rules or 6 quotes that come from Warren Buffett. So number 1, on earnings, never depend on a single income. Make investments to create a second source. Pretty plain and simple. On spending, if you buy things you do not need, soon you'll have to sell things you need. If you buy things you do not need, soon you have to sell things you need. On savings, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. On taking risk, never test the depth of a river with both feet. That's such a simple saying, but I think you get what he means. Never test the depth of a river with both feet. On investment, very common sense, we've heard it many times, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. And then on expectations, honesty is a very expensive gift. Do not expect it from cheap people. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Do not expect it from cheap people. This is my Meaningful Monday today, from just quoting one of the great experts that I know of in finance, and somebody that I think we could all try to emulate. I'm not saying we could all become multi-billionaires. What I'm saying is that we could have the peace of mind that comes from the success of knowing that we are doing sound things that will help provide us with peace and security, peace of mind in the future. So have a meaningful Monday. I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye-bye.